The ocean, vast, deep, and sometimes treacherous. But even in the darkest depths, life finds a way to thrive. I'm Nat, and you're listening to the Lift OneSelf podcast. Today, we're diving into waters many fear to tread, the overwhelming currents of suicidal ideation. Have you ever felt like you're drowning in silence, like there's a weight crushing your chest, but you can't find the words to call for help? If you've ever been there in that dark, lonely place, I want you to know something. You're not alone. And just like our resilient Caribbean islands, you have depths of strength you haven't yet discovered. In our Caribbean community, whether back home or in the diaspora, we often keep these struggles hidden, like secrets buried in the sand. But silence can be as deadly as any hurricane. So today, we're breaking that silence because your story, yes, yours, deserves to be heard. We'll also explore how understanding our bodies, particularly our nervous system, can be a lifeline in these stormy times. There are moments in life when darkness feels all consuming. Let me share one such time with you. Picture this: I'm sitting on my bedroom floor, back against the wall, staring into nothingness. Outside, life hums along, cars honking, and life's existing. But inside me, everything is gray and muffled. I feel empty, hollow, like I'm fading away. And the scariest part, I'm not sure if I want it to stop. That helplessness, that feeling of being trapped in your own mind, it's paralyzing. You want to reach out, but your arms feel too heavy to lift. You want to scream, but your voice is caught in your throat. And you think maybe it would be better if I just disappeared. If you ever felt this way, I need you to hear me clearly. This feeling, as overwhelming, all consuming as it is, it's not the end of your story. It's a chapter. A dark one, yes, but not the final one. It's okay to feel this way. Your experience is valid. Remember, your nervous system is simply seeking safety. You're not broken, you're human. This darkness, it's not forever. There's light ahead, even if you can't see it right now. What you may not realize is you are that light. Reach out, speak up. You matter, and your story is far from over. To those who've lost someone to suicide, I see you. The pain you're carrying, the questions that haunt you, the what ifs that keep you up at night, they're valid. We're often expected to be strong in our Caribbean culture and move on, but grief doesn't work that way. Your grief doesn't have to make sense to anyone. It's yours, and it's real, and it matters. It's safe to feel your grief, and your nervous system is responding naturally to profound loss. And for those supporting someone who's struggling, I know it can feel like walking on eggshells. You're afraid of saying the wrong thing or not being enough, but your presence, your willingness to sit in the uncomfortable silence, to say, I'm here and I'm not going anywhere, that's more powerful than you know. You're providing a sense of safety their nervous system desperately needs. Now, I want to share something crucial I've learned on my journey. Understanding our nervous system can be a game changer. You see, when we're constantly stressed or in a state of emotional distress, our nervous system gets stuck in fight, freeze, or fawn mode. It's like our internal alarm system is blaring 24/7, and it is exhausting and most times debilitating. Being aware of this can be a powerful tool, especially when dealing with suicidal thoughts. You see, when our nervous system is constantly on high alert, it can amplify negative thoughts and make everything feel hopeless. But by learning to regulate our nervous system, we can create moments of calm. even in the midst of emotional storms. This doesn't make the pain go away, but it gives us a bit of breathing room, a chance to remember that we're more than our darkest thoughts. We're more than our suffering. Here are a few simple ways to start regulating your nervous system in daily life. Practice deep, slow breathing, even just for a minute. Breathe in through your nose, hold it, and gently release. Do that several times a day. It's safe to breathe deeply and allow your body to relax. Use the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. Name 5 things you can see, 4 you can touch, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, and 1 you can taste. This helps your nervous system recognize that you're safe in the present moment. Engage in rhythmic movement, like walking on the beach, dancing to soca or reggae, or even gently swaying to the rhythms of the waves. Movement can help your body feel safe and grounded. Connect with nature. Yes, even in those cold winter Canadian days. Go outside. Listen to the chirping of the birds. Dip your toes in the grass, the sand. Even be brave enough to dip it in the snow. Nature can provide a sense of peace and safety for our nervous system, helping us regulate and feel grounded in safety. In my own journey through the darkness, I've learned that healing often comes in unexpected forms. Sometimes it's a small ritual that anchors us. For me, one surprisingly source of support came in the form of a daily routine that includes a mental performance drink called Magic Mind. Now I know what you're thinking. Nat, are you really talking about a drink right now? But hear me out. After discovering lesions in my brain, I knew I needed to make some changes. I used to rely on energy drinks to push through the tough days, but they left me jittery and crashed. And now, with my new body, I had to find different ways. And Magic Mind was different. It wasn't about masking my feelings or pushing them away. It was about finding clarity in the chaos. Remember, I have twin boys, and when I had the lesions, they were only 4. So imagine being a solo parent and having to navigate all of that chaos. With the ingredients like ashwagandha, which can help regulate the nervous system, and lion's mane for cognitive function, it became a small but significant part of my daily routine. It was something I could control when everything else felt out of control. I'm sharing this not to sell you something, but because it's part of my story. If you're curious about how it might help you, you can check it out at magicmind.com/ lift oneself. That's MAGICMIND.com/ LIFTONESELF. Use the code Lift OneSelf 20 to get your discount. And, if you subscribe, you get a much more significant discount. And there's a money back guarantee. With your first order, you can cancel and request a money back if you don't see any results. Remember, healing looks different for everyone. This was part of my journey. Your path might look completely different, and that's okay. Yet, you have to try things to know if it's not for you. So give Magic Mind a try. Now, I want to speak directly to those of you who are in that dark place right now. I know it feels like you're screaming into a void, like no one could possibly understand. But I want to tell you, you're not alone in this. It's safe to feel what you're feeling, and it's safe to reach out for help. Take a moment right now. Pause the podcast if you need to create that moment. Take a deep breath in. Feel the air filling your lungs. This breath right here, it's a reminder that you're alive, that you're fighting even when it doesn't feel like it, even when you don't want to fight anymore. It's a place where you can surrender into. It's also a powerful tool to regulate your nervous system. bringing you back to a state of calm. It's safe to breathe, safe to be here in this moment. Now, I want you to think of one person, just one, who you could reach out to. It doesn't have to be a big conversation. It could be simple as sending a text that says, "I'm not okay," or "Can you listen?" That small act of reaching out, it's an act of courage. It's you choosing to fight for yourself. Remember, social connections is one of the most powerful ways to regulate our nervous system and combat the feelings of isolation. If you're not ready to talk to somebody you know, there are other options. Call a suicide prevention hotline. They're available 24/7, and you don't have to be in immediate crisis to call. It's safe to reach out for help. Try an online support group. Sometimes it's easier to open up to strangers who understand what you're going through. These spaces can provide a sense of safety and understanding while helping you to develop tools within. Write a letter to yourself expressing everything you're feeling. Sometimes getting it out on paper can help clear your mind. Start to feel your authentic emotions. Start to face the fear. It's safe to express your feelings. If you have a faith tradition, consider speaking with a religious leader. Many are trained in counseling and can offer spiritual support. Faith communities can provide a sense of safety and belonging. Yet, if you are not feeling heard or seen or feeling safe, find another way. Use a mental health app. There are many that offer guided meditation, mood tracking, and coping strategies to help regulate your nervous system. Remember, asking for help isn't weakness, it's the first step towards reclaiming your strength. It's safe to ask for help. In our Caribbean communities, we often rely on faith and family in times of trouble. These can be wonderful resources of support, but remember, it's also okay to seek help outside these circles. Professional mental health support, like therapists or counselors, can offer specialized tools to help you navigate these difficult waters. It's safe to seek professional help. And for those supporting someone who's struggling, remember, you don't need to have all the answers. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say is, "I don't know how to fix this, but I'm here and I'm not going anywhere." Your presence, your willingness to listen without judgment can be that lifeline. You're providing a safe space for someone who desperately needs it. Speaking of safe spaces, I want to invite you to an in-person monthly event I'm hosting. It's called Give Yourself Space, and it's happening on September 15th at 1 p.m. at Bamboo Bar in Orleans, 2003 St. Joseph Boulevard. This isn't just another meditation class, it's a sanctuary, a place where you can come as you are with all your shattered pieces and unspoken words. We'll meditate, we'll journal, we'll breathe together. We'll create a space that feels like home, where you can let your guard down and just be. Whether you're dealing with grief, anxiety, or just need a moment to reconnect with yourself, this space is for you. It's a chance to experience the healing power of community, something we sometimes lose sight of in our busy lives. You can register at liftoneself.com, liftoneself.com. And if you're not ready for an in-person event, that's okay too. The fact that you're listening to this podcast is a step towards healing. You're already giving yourself space by being here. Before we close, I'd like to guide you through a brief meditation. This is for everyone, whether you're struggling, supporting someone who is, or just need a moment of peace. This exercise is designed to help regulate your nervous system and bring you back to a state of calm and safety. Please remember, if you are driving or needing your visual, come back to this meditation. And at any time, if you feel overwhelmed in this space, just pause. Just give yourself permission to stop. It's okay. Now I'm going to ask you to find a comfortable seat, and you're going to close your eyes if it feels safe to do so. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it. And exhale slowly through your mouth. This extended exhale helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system. Let me say that again. Parasympathetic nervous system. Your body's natural relaxation response. Now, while you continue with this breath cycle, if you can, begin breathing only through your nose. You're not going to try and control your breath. You're just going to allow it to go in and out and bringing your awareness to your breath, allowing it to find its own rhythm. There may be some sensations or feelings coming up. It's okay. You're safe to feel. You're safe to let go. Surrender the need to control. Release the need to resist and just be. Drop into your body and just be. Now imagine you're standing on the shore of a calm Caribbean beach. The warm sand beneath your feet, the gentle waves lapping at the shore, in and out, just like your breath, in and out. With each breath, I want you to think of one word that describes how you're feeling right now. It could be tired, scared, hopeless. Whatever it is, acknowledge it. Don't try to change it or push it away. Just let it be. Your feelings are valid. They're real, and it's okay to feel them. Now imagine taking that word and writing it in the sand at your feet. Watch as the waves come in, gently washing over the word. It doesn't disappear completely. Your feelings are valid and real, but the edges soften. The waves remind you that feelings, like the tides, come and go. You are safe in this moment. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, imagine releasing some of the tension you're holding. It could be in your jaw, in your shoulders, in your chest. It could even be in your hips. Let it soften, even just for a little. Allow there to be an unclench and an unknotting. Your body is finding safety in this moment of calm. And at times it can feel like a threat to allow that calm and peace to be felt. Yet that is your warrior work. To begin creating safety in your body. Now think of a quality you admire in yourself. Maybe it's your resilience, your kindness, your tenacity, your humor, your creativity. Imagine that quality as a warm Caribbean sun. Its rays gently caressing your skin, growing stronger with each breath. This light is always within you. Even when it's hard to see, it's a source of safety you can always return to. Remember, you are more than your darkest thoughts. You are the entire ocean, vast, deep, and ever-changing. And just like the sea, you have the power to weather any storm. Your experiences are valid. Your feelings are real, and you deserve to feel safe. Now you're going to come back into your senses, and when you're ready, at your own time and at your own pace, you're going to gently open your eyes while still staying with your breath. Thank you for being here with me today. I know this wasn't an easy listen, but by being here, you've taken a step towards healing for yourself or for someone you care about. Remember, it's safe to feel, it's safe to heal, and it's safe to reach out for help. If today's conversation resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this episode out. You never know who in your life might need to hear these words. Sometimes the person struggling the most is the one you'd least expect. In future episodes on the Lift OneSelf podcast, we'll explore more practical ways to support each other through crisis, regulate our nervous system, and build resilience as a community. We'll also dive into some mental health resources and discuss how we can break the stigma in our communities. I hope you'll join me in future episodes. Remember, just as our Caribbean islands have weathered countless hurricanes, you too have the strength to weather this storm. The resilience of our ancestors flows in your veins. You are not alone in this struggle, and there is no shame in reaching out for help. Your nervous system is seeking safety, and it's okay to honor that need. Remember, if you or someone you know is struggling with suicidal thoughts, help is available. There's a suicidal prevention hotline available 24/7 in many countries. In Canada, you can call the Suicide Prevention Service at 1-833-456-4566. Again, 833-456-4566. Or text 45645 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There's also a Hope for Wellness helpline at 1-855-242-3310, which offers culturally appropriate counseling for Indigenous people. For everybody outside of Canada, please check the show notes for a list of resources in your area. You are seen, you are heard, and you are never alone. Your story isn't over. In fact, the best chapters might be yet to come. Your nervous system might be telling you you're in danger, but I promise you, there's hope and help available. It's safe to feel hope. It's safe to heal. It's safe to live. This is Nat Nat, and you've been listening to the Lift OneSelf podcast. Remember to be kind and gentle with yourself. Taking care of you is crucial because you matter. Until next time.